good morning, good morning. Hi, my name is Kelly, and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. How are y'all feeling today? How was your day? Okay, you already know what I'm going to say. Have you prayed and have you affirmed your day? The power of praying and the power of affirming your day is so important. You want to get into routine of doing that on a daily basis because it connects you to source and it puts you in perfect alignment, okay, for opportunities, people, places, and things. Like, it will change your life, right? It will change your perception, okay? But how was your weekend? Today is Monday. I had a pretty good weekend. But the topic that we're going to talk about today, I want to know how many of you guys have ever felt this. Today makes day 16 in our Dive and Thrive, which is our 21-day manifesting challenge to a better you. Yes, a better you. We are striving to be better this year, okay? 2021 is the one. 2020 was the year of vision. And 2021 is the one, okay? So today, so over the weekend I was down. I mean, I was completely down. I was tired and drained, okay? So today I want to talk about what's draining your spirit. Let's talk about soul exhaustion. Yes, soul exhaustion. Have you ever felt like, you got sleep and then you woke up and you were so tired that you felt like you couldn't even do anything? Have you ever had that struggle? So that was my struggle over the weekend. And it was more than my body just being tired. Maybe it was just like my mind. I was just so drained. Okay, I didn't literally have any energy. And I was so tired that I felt like it became a part of me. I knew that it wasn't my normal bubbly self, but I didn't even know why I was the way that I was, okay? To a point where I felt like, okay, how has my life become this unbalanced in a couple of days? This is why prayer is important. I'm not going to say that you're not going to go through these things, but it sustains you. Prayer sustains you. Affirming your day sustains you. It puts you in a higher vibration, if that makes more sense, okay? And I was so drained that I didn't even want to go out, and I was invited to go out, and I didn't have any kids. I didn't have any kids. I could have did anything that I wanted, and I just wanted to stay in the house in my bed. I only did the necessities, the things that I had to do. But if it wasn't a requirement, I was not moving from my bed, okay? So yes, that's how I was over the weekend, okay? And yesterday was the first day that I got up and full-fledged, I cleaned the house from top to bottom. I washed clothes. I went to the market. I went to the laundromat. I did so many things yesterday, but it's like my body needed that rest from Friday. Well, I think it started maybe Thursday night or whatever towards the end of the week. But some things in my lifestyle did change. I started a new phase in school, and I also started a new job. So those are some things that could have made me just extra tired. Me studying, where I became like a little unbalanced, okay? I was like wired, right? So yes, that's how I was over the weekend. And for the ones that don't know, I like to write down my thoughts, because when I think of a topic that I'm going to talk about, sometimes your girl can talk, right? So I write down my stuff so that I can stay on topic, because I will be talking about what happened the other day, what's going to happen tomorrow. I will be talking about so many things instead of the topic that I'm supposed to be talking about, okay? And it'll make my time run over, okay? So what exactly is soul exhaustion, okay? Have you ever felt that, okay? Soul exhaustion is that feeling like a spirit is sucking the life out of you. Have you ever experienced that, all right? It's too much energy to talk on the phone or to go out. You just down. You down. You don't even know why sometimes. You just down. Okay? Soul exhaustion is very consuming. And that's the state that I was in. I was so tired. I was so tired, okay? And it would drain your spirit in a way that you never knew that was possible, all right? Like a vulture, How many of us can say that we have been there, where your vitamins is not working, sleep is not working, company is annoying, you just want to be left alone, all right? And you just want quiet and lots of sleep, all right? When this happens, what exactly do you do? Okay, I want your opinion on what exactly do you do when this happens, because it happened to me, and it honestly hasn't happened to me in a very long time. So I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck in the bed. Okay, I want you to dig deeper and think about a moment that this happened to you, and what do you think? Because I had to take a moment to think about what's going on in my life that will make me feel that tired and that exhausted. Not a regular body tired, but like a soul exhaustion, okay? Hopefully you are thinking about why you're withdrawing for life. When you think about that moment of what happened, what kept you withdrawn from wanting to be around other people? What exactly was it? Okay? And to be completely honest, sometimes we do need separation. We need isolation. It is required sometimes just to be alone, but you don't want to get stuck in it, okay? And also understand that there's a difference between needing alone time and withdrawing from everything and everyone. Those are two different things, okay? And sometimes if you get stuck in that, it could cause, depression. You just wanting to be by yourself. It can manifest into other things. So you got to be very, very careful that you don't stay stuck there, okay? So again, yesterday I woke up feeling alive. I got up, like I said, at 8 o'clock, and I literally cleaned my house from top to bottom. I cooked, I did laundry. Like I said, I went to the market, I went to the laundromat, and I couldn't believe that for 2 days I felt bedridden, okay? It's like, but yesterday I felt like that didn't even happen. Today I felt like it didn't even happen. I feel completely normal. I feel completely fine. And sometimes we need a full revamp from the hustle and bustle of our everyday life, okay? And again, you could start a new career. You could be doing new things that can make you very, very tired. You can be stretched in so many different arenas that you don't understand that it's taking a lot out of you. So this is why I'm always saying on a daily basis, self-care is so important. It's so important to take care of you, because if you don't take care of you, how can you take care of somebody else? And a lot of us have kids, we have spouses, we maybe have family members that are ill. How can we take care of anyone else if we don't take care of ourselves? So you have to make sure that you're pouring in your cup on a daily basis. This is making sure that you're eating the right things, that you're getting the proper sleep, that you are around the right people in the right environments, because they all work hand in hand. Sometimes people can be draining, but also places that we frequent can be draining as well, okay? And I also want you to think about when you go through these moods, what do you take inventory about what could be draining your energy, okay? All right. Again, that could be draining from a job, environments we frequent, a group of friends. And sometimes you need to evaluate this on a higher level. Is this person good for me? Is this environment conducive to who I am? Those are important too, because it could be life sucking, okay? Are those people, places, and things conducive to your spirit? If not, your spirit will definitely let you know, all right? Also, I know a big one for me is that I don't like to ask for help, okay? So I will try to do every and anything to avoid asking for help, because I'm so used to being independent and doing it on my own. But when you get to this level of tiredness, it's nothing wrong with asking somebody for help sometimes. Ask for help, okay? And sometimes you have to remind yourself that it's perfectly normal to ask for help, okay? So take a second to just breathe and reach out to someone and ask for help. And one thing I think I will definitely say that contributes to exhaustion is running a household. If you're the only one running a household and you have kids, and of course you got bills and stuff like that, but you're torn between so many different directions, that can be very, very exhausting, okay? With the kids being home now all the time, it seems like a lot of times I feel like I'm living in a jungle. It's constant cleaning up. The kids not abiding by their household chores, so it makes more work for me. And the kids will start doing their chores, but say if I feel like they're not doing it correctly or the right way, I just want to move. I'll do it. We got to stop being like that, because the time that you take away from them doing a job and they just sitting around, you could be doing something else. So I think that's one thing that I need to stop doing, and that I also need to work on. And you got to make sure that your kids stay on task for their chores and not want to do it for them. Sometimes when I want things to be done right away, I'll just go ahead and step in. So I have to work on that. And understand that life is a gift, okay? We matter. You matter, okay? And life is a gift to be treasured. So again, when I'm saying every day, self-care is so important. You have to take care of you. You got to take care of you, okay? And you got to pour into yourself on a daily basis, all right? And you must make it a priority, okay? Because if not, you will get swallowed up, and your soul deserves more than existence of exhaustion. And I'm telling you this because this is what I experienced over the weekend. Thank God, though, I didn't have any kids here, so I didn't have to worry about fending after nobody. And then they're of age where they could have really assisted themselves, but it was just time for me to regroup and just get myself together, okay? Understand also, you want to identify those things that are draining you. People in general can be draining, even if they are positive. Not everybody can be draining, but just people in general, you pick up on their energy, all right? Draining your emotional energy. Also, of course, as we know, toxic people, someone can call you and tell you all their issues. And if you're the type of person that is very empathetic, sometimes we have a tendency to take on other people's baggage, right? And that can be exhausting as well. You take up other people's energy, and it's okay to listen to someone and also give advice and also your opinion, but not take it. Like, I'll feel so bad for someone that I'll take on the baggage of their emotional baggage of what they're going through on top of the stuff that I already have. So that can be, like I said, exhausting. Busyness. I'm a busybody. I always, instead of, if I have extra time in the day, instead of me saying, okay, all right, now it's time to get proper rest. Lay down, take time just to rest. I want to fill my time up with just being busy. And just because you're being busy does not mean that you're being productive. Understand that, okay? Being busy all the time with no downtime at all is not good. That can deplete your soul as well. That can make you extremely tired as well. All right? And sometimes for me, when I'm looking at my task list or looking in my house of all the things that I need to do, that makes me tired too. I don't know if it's probably a mental, psychological thing, but I might look at maybe things that I need to clean up, vacuum, fold up laundry, put up this, put up that. And I'm already tired before I even started. So make sure that you just, you're taking it one day at a time and you're doing what you can. I had to learn to stop trying to put everything in one day. If it doesn't get done today, then it doesn't get done. I had to learn that, okay? So, and it's something I'm still working on. And then another thing that could be draining you is problems of life, all right? That's health, that's medical issues, finances, conflicts at work or with your coworkers, family, relationship issues, okay? These things can have some power to temporarily knock you out of commission if you let it. Okay, so this is why it's so important to get a hold of these things. And it's also important to write down a list, to try to be more organized about the things that needs to get done. Okay, again, and also asking for help if need be. Do not feel like you cannot ask for help because you're so used to doing it by yourself. Okay, you don't want to continue to spread yourself thin like that. So I want to do some affirmations for soul exhaustion. Okay, and as I'm saying them, I want you to feel them as well. I want you to feel empowered, and I want you to put your intent on it. Okay, so as I said, I want you to say it back. All right, I feel wide awake and fresh. I feel wide awake and fresh. I am fully energized and ready to face the day. I am fully energized and I am ready to face the day. I get good sleep every night. How many of us can say that? I get good sleep every night. My mind is alert and focused. My mind is alert and focused. I know that peace is possible. I know that peace is possible. I am totally willing to be easy on myself. I am totally willing to be easy on myself. I embrace asking for help as needed. I embrace asking for help as needed. I will take time to recover, rest, and restore. That's the big one. I will take time to recover, rest, and restore. I am capable. Do you know that you are limitless? Do you know that you are boundless? Okay. I am capable. Okay. I love myself. Okay. You need to start operating. When you love yourself, you got to operate different. Okay. I love myself. I say no when needed. How many of us can say we do not say no sometimes when we should? Okay, so I say no when needed, and don't feel guilty about it either. Okay, and my well-being is my top priority. My well-being is my top priority. Okay, so the homework for tonight is I want you to write about a time you felt like this. Write about a time that you felt like you was depleted, like you literally had no energy, no matter what you did, nothing worked. Okay, looking back, can you honestly say what made you so exhausted, and what steps do you take to not get there again? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna repeat it again. Write about a time that you felt like this, and then looking back, can you honestly say what made you so exhausted, and what steps did you take to not get there ever again? Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys for day 17 about Dive and Thrive. And hopefully you guys are keeping up. These videos are kind of late. I'm not doing them every day as I should, just because, like I said, over the weekend I was out of commission. But I am back, y'all. And so I hope that these videos, you're getting the videos, you're understanding them, and I hope they mean something to you, because they mean something to me. So I want y'all to have a good evening. Peace.